What's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me today. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit the like button because that is the most important thing you could do for me on this channel. What it does, that helps to make sure that those who are subscribed to the channel will indeed get their notifications, and it also helps to push this video through the YouTube algorithm as well. Secondly, if you're new to the channel, or maybe you've been ghost watching this channel for quite some time now, please do me a favor and yourself a favor by hitting the subscribe button as well as the bell notification next to the subscribe button so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. And lastly, please make sure you share this video out on your social media platforms to your family and friends to inform them on this news and information. And yes, that does help to give me a slight boost in the YouTube algorithm also. And with the introduction out of the way, let's now get into today's news. And today we are headed back to Gotham City, formerly known as New York City, because there is another manhunt on the way. We are in the midst of another manhunt in which now we are looking for two illegal migrants who allegedly, I guess we technically have to say allegedly, brutally beat and mug a tourist in Times Square. So let's get into this right now, and then I'll deliver a little bit more commentary to the side afterwards. But the title of this article reads, "Cops hunting for two migrants accused of brutally beating, mugging Times Square tourists outside a four-star hotel." So if you're a tourist in New York City now, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. If you're a tourist in New York City, at this point, you're just food. You're food, seemingly. But let's get into this. Two suspects wanted for allegedly brutally beating and mugging a tourist outside of a Times Square hotel are believed to be migrants who've been living in shelters, police source said. The two are wanted for attacking a 44-year-old Indian man outside the four-star club quarters hotel on West 45th Street just before 2:30 a.m. May 10th, according to police appeals and sources. They allegedly punched and kicked the tourist during the savage attack. The suspects fled on foot after snatching the victim's phone and wallet, police said. The pair are believed to have been staying at a nearby migrant hotel shelter, according to a source. The victim refused medical attention after the beatdown, cops said. Police released surveillance images of the two suspects Sunday in the hopes of tracking them down. And these are the two that we're looking for. Let me take a moment to just make the screen a little bit bigger so that we can get a good look at these individuals. And I'll zoom in a little bit for you as well. But this is who we're looking for. We're looking for these two right here. And what's interesting is that when you look at this photo of these two, they actually look like children. They look like little kids. They don't look like adults. They look like they can be no more. The kid with the Nike sweater on, he doesn't look any older than maybe 13, 14 years old, honestly, you know? And the one with the white hoodie on and the black ski mask, he looks no more older than maybe 15, 16 years old. And the relevance in me bringing that up is this, right? The relevance in me bringing that up is due to the fact that what many people don't know is that when it comes to unaccompanied minors, right, there's been a huge surge in unaccompanied minors being left at the border and found at the border. And what happens with that is that when you're an unaccompanied minor, and you'll have clusters of unaccompanied minors, like 15, 20, those who are considered technically children, right, between the ages of, a couple of months to 17 years old. Unaccompanied minors found at the border. It's essentially a coming to America on us pass, right? They're welcomed right in. They'll be taken to very specific particular shelters, like for children. But in a nutshell, they're just welcomed into the country, right? No hesitation. at all whatsoever. And that's why we've seen a surge of unaccompanied minors coming to the border, where you'll have clusters of children, like I said, 10, 15, 20. You'll have, from anywhere from, 2 to 17 years old. You might have teenagers that are traveling with, a couple infants. And like I said, the moment they arrive to the border, a border patrol has to let them in. It's not even a matter of the unaccompanied minors having to sneak across the border, right? They don't have to dig any tunnels. They don't have to go through barbed wire. They don't have to climb over any fences or anything like that. If they're just there by themselves, Border Patrol has to let them in, and essentially at that point, they're here to stay. This is why that policy is so dangerous. This is why that's so dangerous. Because once again, when you look at these two, I mean, these are the two type of unaccompanied minors who would just be let into the country. They would just be let in, and upon just being let in, you see these guys over here committing all types of crime. And I also have to say this, throughout the time that I've been covering the migrant crisis, I've been saying for months now, wait till the summer gets here, wait till the summer gets here, wait till the summer gets here. I think it's more than safe to say that the summer is here. I think it's more than safe to say the summer has arrived. Over the course of the last 10 days, I'll say, over the course of the last 10 days, I think I've covered in Gotham City, New York City, I've covered an illegal immigrant shooting 2 cops, another illegal immigrant killing 2 people and wounding 1 in a situation where illegal immigrant migrant squatters got into it with the legal residents. Fight broke out, and one of them pulled out a gun and killed 2 people and wounded another. And in that situation as well, it's believed that the shooter is actually operating under an alias. He was originally reported under one name and reported as an adult, right? I believe he was reported as being like 21 or 22 years old, something like that, if I remember correctly, when I did that video. But if you remember, by the time we got to the end of that article, the police said they believed that that individual was actually 17 years old. So we're talking about another situation in which he's an unaccompanied minor, and we don't know how he came into the country. We do know he came into the country illegally. We do know that for sure. But he's somebody else who will be protected under that unaccompanied minor status, where you just show up, and because you're technically not an adult, you're able to legally enter into the country. And we see what the end result of that is, right? At that apartment complex where he killed 2 people and wounded another, essentially over nothing. And now we have this situation here in Times Square. The popular saying when Kevin Samuels was alive, right? For those of you who know who that is, his popular saying is "Winter is coming." Remember when he used to say that? Winter is coming. Winter is coming. Well, summer is coming. And not only is summer coming, but in New York City, summer is here. Summer is here. And these reports are only going to grow in numbers. They're only going to grow. Like I said, once again, in closing, and then I'm going to shut this video down, over the course of the last 10 days in Gotham City alone, Gotham City being New York City, in Gotham City alone, I reported on an illegal immigrant migrant who shot 2 cops, another one who killed 2 people and wounded another in a silly dispute where they were squatting and they ended up killing legal residents in an apartment complex. And now we have this situation here. And once again, as I always state, before anybody tries to come over here and say, citizens commit more crimes than illegal immigrants do and blah, blah, blah. It's not about any of that. Like I've said a million times over, what you're dealing with here is imported foolishness that didn't need to happen. None of this needed to happen, right? This is all happening because your president, Joe Biden, decided to open the borders and allow a free-for-all of illegal immigrants to come into the country. You're talking about people who have been killed. You're talking about people who have been robbed, mugged, beat up, assaulted, violated, who otherwise would not have had those things happen to them if Joe Biden didn't pull back all of the Trump era border protection laws. If he didn't pull those back, and he would have just simply, even outside of that, if he would have just simply enforced the laws that we already have on the books and allow Border Patrol to do their job and allow ICE to do their job, that we wouldn't have the migrant crisis either. Because he neglected all of these things intentionally, here we are. And we have a whole bunch of unnecessary imported violence, imported foolishness that has come upon us in these major cities, particularly New York City, which appears to be getting hit the hardest by all of this. I'm living out here in Los Angeles. To be honest with you, I don't really see or hear too much of any of this stuff happening out here. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that it doesn't, but it's just nothing that you see or hear about. Nobody talks about it. It's just kind of non-existent for the most part out here. You definitely hear about it in Chicago and see it a little bit, but New York City is the mecca of illegal immigrant foolishness. I mean, all I can say is, wow, summer is here. Summer is here. And with all that being said, that does it for today's news. So I want to thank you all for joining me today. Please hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. Share this video out on your social media platforms. And don't forget to follow me on Telegram at TD Media Group. The link to my Telegram is in the description box below and will be pinned in the comment section below as well. Thank you all for your time, and until the next video, peace and have a great afternoon.